Guys, welcome back to the Awkward Vlogger experience when I am the Awkward Vlogger and you watch me do awkward stuff. But today, actually, I was thinking because I was gonna take the car somewhere and then I thought, wait a minute, and it brought me flashbacks from the UK. Yeah, I come from the UK. Anyway, what I was saying is when I was in the UK for the past 5 years, I think it was 5, not sure yet, I lost count of years. Anyway, I was there for a period of time and I decided to take my driving license, more especially the theory. And before I start with the practice, let's talk about the theory. The theory is, how to say this in a nice way, not the best thing to come across, because as I gathered out when I went to the theory, the first time I went, I think I embarrassed myself most than anything, and everybody knows the story, but I'll tell it again because I don't know if I deleted the video. And when I went there, right, there was a table. So I went there straight, like I rang, right, and they let me in, and of course being me, I saw the first door on my left, and I was like, okay, it should be this way because there's too many desks, and I was like, too many people are taking the theory at the same time, so it will make sense. So I opened the door, I went in, I went to the person that was sitting at the end of the office thing, and I said, hi, I'm here for my theory test. And then in the most like Norfolk accent you could actually explain, he was like, I'm not going to even attempt to do a Norfolk accent. He told me it was upstairs, so I went upstairs. I went through all the office again, people looking at me like, what the hell is this kid doing? So I went upstairs and yeah, I got to the place. Then I went there and the lady on the desk was like 50 years old, around that age. And I knew she had that look that she hated kids for some reason. You know that look that they give you? Like they want to be polite, but at the same time they're like, get away from me. Like, you know, get away, like I don't want to see your face. So when I went there, she handed me a key, but I didn't see the lockers behind me, so I said, why do I need a key? She pointed out like, look behind you, there's lockers, in a polite way. So I looked around, I looked at her and said, nah, thank you. In my head I was like, oh god, maybe she thinks I'm stupid or something. Anyway, so I went there to the locker, right? Beautiful locker, I left my stuff, everything, and then they pat you down, literally pat you down to see if you have any teeth. You need to show your hands if you have any like code or signs written on you, you know, just tattoo yourself like all the signs and you'll be perfect to go. Anyway, I sat in a room, right, and so you not, I failed. Yeah, I failed my first attempt, my second attempt, and my third attempt. I passed it on the fourth attempt, by the way, I'm not gonna lie about that. Then moving on, when I passed my theory, I just passed it I just scraped it. Like, you know when they say scrape something, I just, on the dot, I scraped it on the dot, believe it or not, I passed. And then I went to my practice exam. And the law says you can't drive yourself, you can drive yourself there, but you can't drive back. Either you fail or you pass. That's the law. So basically, I went in, well, my driving instructor parked the car near a curve, right? And they say if you hit the curve, instant fail. What do I do? The first thing I do when I drive off from the center, I hit the curve. At that moment, should you not, I look at the driver, he looks at me like, and I'm like, well, I failed, I kept going, like, maybe a miracle happens. And you see the driving instructor with like shades on and everything on the board, like looking at you like. And then it was really funny because before he got in, my driving instructor told him that I wasn't from the UK and I had slightly an advantage in English apparently, but that was a lie. Maybe that probably saved my life, I still don't know. So I remember we were driving and he was like, turn here, and I missed the turn. He looked at me like, are you deaf or something? in the other, he tried to make me to reverse back and then go. It's not a U-turn, it's a left high turn, something, I forgot what it was. Basically I forgot, and then karma hit me. He made me do a U-turn in such a narrow road that I was like, I'm gonna hit the curve and I'm gonna fail. I already hit the curve, what's more than that? Anyway, because of the nerves, I also stalled the car 13 times, but I did it safely. So okay, so when we go back to the driving center after all the chaos of my driving, let's say, he just paused, right? And believe it or not, I just looked like I knew I failed. And like hitting a curve, stalling the car like 13 times. I mean, no way I was gonna pass this. And he looked at me and said, "Congratulations, you passed." My driving instructor from behind scared the hell out of me. Yeah, so that was the first thing I got from passing, a scare from behind. Anyway, in the UK, as you're not aware, they give you this, okay? Yeah, they give you this, okay? And I had, I'm gonna tell you how much mistakes I had. Wait, what? No. Wait, what? Did I say 13? Wait, I'm confused. Give me a second. Does it not say how much you need to like pass or something? Give me a second. I'm actually okay. So anyway, I don't know. I think it's 15 fails or 13 or 14. Basically, I was 1 mark off from failing. But what he actually told me is that you passed because of your safety driving and everything. I mean, obviously there's people that stall the car and everything, and they still pass even that, or you hit the curve is. I mean, my curve, for example, was honestly a mistake because I was too close to the curve, and because of my nerves, basically I hit the curve. There's nothing else to it. But I passed, I don't know how. Then I'm gonna tell you my experience in Miami, because I moved to Miami and I had to do the things equally. So when they told me I had to do a theory, I was like, no, not again. Not again, because I was not gonna pass. But apparently, Miami is amazing when it comes to that. Basically, I went to a theory class. They teach you in 5 minutes, in like an hour session. They teach you everything you need to know. Then they put you into a room, and you do the test. Okay, that's already nerve-wracking. Okay, but when I passed, I was like, what the? Okay, so basically, I was there, not paying attention, and then the theory came, and I was like, oh, well. So basically, that day, everybody was passing except me, okay? I'm not gonna lie, but everybody was passing. So I was like, I'm gonna fail the theory test in America, yay. So I sat down, and I saw the room exactly like 4 computers, but they weren't, like, if you wanted to copy, you could have copied the next door person, basically. And the guy that taught us just left to the entrance. So it was only 4 people plus me in the room. And it was the exact questions for everybody. Guess what happened? We all talked among each other and we all passed. That's how you do it. Then in America you have actually an advantage. You can do the driving test the same day. But unluckily for me, it was raining like cats and dogs and I couldn't do the driving test. So I booked it for the next day. So I went the next day. It was a long wait, I'm not gonna lie. Then I actually finally got to drive. And his instructor just sat down, the same thing as the UK, with the clipboard, everything was normal. And we started driving in a parking lot. So I did everything correctly, and after like, should you not, 5 minutes, he tells me to stop. If somebody tells you to stop in the UK, after 5 minutes, you failed. And then he like, go back. So I drive back, and I was thinking in my head like, I failed. I did something that I didn't know that in America is the law or something like that. But no, apparently I went there and he looks at me and said, you passed 100%. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got my driving license that day. And yeah, that's pretty much my experience in America. Yeah. What I really want to tell you guys is that passing your theory test and your driving test in Europe as well as in America. I know some states have all this, other laws and that when it comes to driving. I am aware of that. But to be honest, I think the most difficult one is in the UK and Europe and some parts of America. But that I can't speak because I haven't moved through America. I only know Miami. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it's been you feel tall and you understood what to expect. Damn. I just realized I did not explain anything. I'm gonna do it quickly. What you expect to do? Study from the book and nail that test. That's all I have to do. Oh, and online testing, like practice free testing. Download an app on your phone, whatever you have to do. And I hope you pass. I give you the best luck of possibly happen, and I hope you can pass and keep safe driving. Do not text and drive, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This awkward vlogger is going to be